Our production value. It's down. Our production value is falling apart. I didn't have the intro.
Oh my
God.
God.
The countdown. Oh,
You're
no.
fired. You're fired.
What a mess. We've started in a absolute cluster of a first part of the episode, but that's okay. We are live. We'll be back. Next time with a countdown that's actually good. A lot of moving parts on this episode, folks. We are live. Welcome to the West Coast Draft Podcast. It's your boys, Beau and Rob, out here on a Friday night. Friday night lights.
Friday night yeah.
Friday night podding. We're here. We're ready to roll. We got NFL action to talk about, of course. Can't forget that. We also, though, have even more head coach openings to talk about. We touched on and we talked about the Michigan opening, but we did not officially offer predictions. And today
we're gonna be a competitor though. We're gonna be a competitor to Kalshi now. We're gonna be a prediction market.
We're the West Coast draft prediction market. There you go.
Although I think they're gonna get shut down pretty soon.
Yeah.
Or they're going to have to stop doing sports stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lawsuit about like illegal sports gambling.
Yeah. Dang it, Terry Rozier invested in Kalshi.
Well, no. See the way that Kalshi, so I could bet on a spread on Kalshi in the state of Washington, which is a very dumb loophole. In my opinion, it's a very dumb loophole saying it's a prediction market, not a betting market, which is so. I think that is just a ridiculous loophole.
Yeah.
So, and in Washington, there's a very powerful lobbying group that is not. Wow. They're coming for you.
They're coming for you, Kalshi.
There's a very powerful lobbying group that likes having control of that.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. The West Coast.
Shout out to them. They've given me money. They've given me money.
The West Coast draft prediction market. That's the very powerful lobby.
Hey, I got a meal comp there once, and it maybe because they knew I was working for somebody. I don't know.
There you go. Well, we got plenty of NFL action to talk about. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited to crash out over the Bengals. It's been too long since I've been able to do that. I didn't really crash out after the Patriots game. The Ravens game gave me things to be happy about.
Yeah.
So this will be a very good return to form for me personally. Before we do that, though, we gotta predict some more P4 coach openings because a couple more came open today.
Witt's finally stepping away from Utah. Shout out to Witt, good guy.
Obviously we know what happened to Moore Smack.
Sure and more.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love
more smash.
More smash. But between the two of us, you're currently killing me. I'm 0 for 8. You're at least 2 for 8. So,
a real barn burner.
Who do you? Yeah, I know. Who do you want to pick here? Alice or Michigan or the Utes?
I will start with Michigan.
All right.
I am gonna pick. I think it's gonna be Dilly. I'm gonna go Dilly.
All right. Okay. That's the hot name today that I've been seeing, and I'm gonna agree with you. I'm also thinking it's gonna be Dilly as well. Utah.
You're up.
I don't know, man. I wish I'd done a little bit more research on this Utah job because I genuinely don't know. I feel like, I mean, obviously Whittingham.
Urban.
Yeah, bring back Urban Meyer. Come on.
I know that the DC for BYU, went to Utah, and he coached at Weber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blanking on his name,
A
though.
lot. Morgan Scally.
That would make sense.
I'm just gonna go with the safe option. I need some points on the board. I'll go Morgan Scally here.
Dang it! I can't believe you forgot that he's the heir apparent dog. I was hoping you were going to forget it. It's Morgan Scully.
Scully. Sorry, Scully.
I don't know if it's Scully or Scaly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was really hoping you didn't remember that. Dang it.
Yeah. So, is that who you're going for?
Yeah. That's who I'm going for as well.
There you go. Maybe they probably announced that a long time, like before today.
It was after he said the end. He got caught saying the end.
Oh yeah, PFF College literally posted. Yeah, you're right. Dang.
Do you remember when Scaly got in trouble for saying the N-word and they took away the heir apparent, but now he's the heir apparent again?
They gave it back to him. There you go. All right. Will I be on the board? Hopefully. Well, yeah, I'll be on the board almost certainly.
You'll get one of those right at least. Scaly's got to be the guy there.
But I won't catch up to you because we're going chalk.
I think it's gonna be Dilly because he just doesn't have support there, man. He's losing his best players year after year. It's brutal.
Yep. Levitt's going in the portal. Yeah.
Starting corner.
Yep. Apney's going to the draft. Tyson's going to the draft. They're losing players faster than they can restock them. That's for sure. So there you go. There's your little college intro. But this is an NFL episode, and we're here to talk NFL. Now, we tied last week on the pick'em, so you still have
a one-game lead. Wow, it's getting tight down the stretch.
Yeah, one game. One game separates the two of us here. Dang it! I wasn't even updating the banners. That's how unprepared I've been. I apologize to the good folks at home. I know I'm fired, hotshot. You don't even have to say it.
Been a rough start today.
It really has been. I completely forgot about the intro video. I forgot, man. I'm not on top of my game.
Yeah, the coaching carousel is coming for you.
It is. Before you know it. Actually, one of my coworkers is a big Michigan fan. So
does he want fish?
No, he does not. He does not. I joked with him that I was going to apply for the job, and he was like, "Hey, good luck, man. I'll be rooting for you." I'm like, hell yeah! Can you
What's he think about the whole mess?
Oh, he thinks it's just some of the craziest stuff he's ever seen.
That's just got to be embarrassing as a Michigan fan.
Yeah. Overall, the pick'em, neither of us are doing great. We have had 4 draws in the past 3 weeks.
Push.
Or pushes, not draws, pushes. Which is like, wow, we didn't have any for 11 weeks, and we've had 4 in the past 3.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I do think this is totally just back to the previous topic, but
yeah, right.
From what I understand, the board has like the first right of refusal basically.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
It's funny how like Jed's name is totally just died in any kind of consideration online. It's like his name pops up for every single job, it feels like, because everyone thinks he's going to take another job, and then like serious stuff happens, and then like coaches, ADs are like, no thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll
like I don't think he's what a lot of those top programs really want or need, if that makes any sense.
No, I know what you're saying.
He's a great program builder. Once a program gets nuked, like we did, because we got nuked from freaking orbit after DeBoer left us.
Uh-huh.
If that happens to a program, oh, they're totally gonna take him, you know. But not too many spots need that right now.
No. Oh, wait.
Like Penn State's probably the closest thing. Oh, Florida State. That'll probably that might be one.
Hold on, Keats. I gotta take this important call. Can you?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop off for a second. If you just want to talk a little bit about the game or job, whatever.
Yeah, I'll just talk about. I'll talk about something. We'll talk about tomorrow's game. So it's looking like everyone's going to play, which is very exciting. I think it'll just be a lot more fun for us to watch. You know, I know some people are all pissy about, oh, it's a crappy bowl that's not even going to exist next year, and that's true. But it's like, I'm always happy to watch the Huskies play. That's just me in this situation. We get to watch them play another game. How awesome is that? You know, and I love that Jed made it pretty clear in this week. It's like, I'm never going to say no to a bowl game. Bowl games are awesome. College football is fun. You know, it's like there are some aspects that makes college football fun and unique that have been taken out of the game by annoying people at the very top of it. And I'm talking media, I'm talking leadership, I'm talking everything. Coaches, ADs. Like Notre Dame not wanting to play a bowl game. It's like, and like I think it was JD Pickett or whatever the On Free guy's name is. I was like talking about it's a player safety issue for James Madison versus Oregon. It's like, let's not even play football then, because football is not safe. Every game's a player safety issue, man. These giants are running at each other full speed trying to kill you. Sometimes we forget that this is fun. That this is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something we enjoy. And it makes watching this awesome sport into almost a chore, which is just sad.
Right. Yeah, so I might actually have to hop off a little early. I got to get on the a first flight to Detroit. I actually got a call back. I got the job. As you can see.
Beau smash.
Beau smash. I got the job. I'm going to Ann Arbor.
Nice.
Bring in a flag football championship winning culture to the Marines.
Bringing all those kids in the portal with you?
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, hey, they've got lots of eligibility left.
Lots of time in the S&C program.
Hell yeah. Hey, you know what? They are raw and they will grow. I was like, wait, hold on. I gotta go get them. I
knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be good when you hopped off.
I've got too many of these like random colleges gear from all the college tours I took when I was like 17.
I do have some Michigan gear from the game in 21, and I was kind of tempted to bring it on today. But since it was a college NFL episode, I was like, I'll save it for when there's a hire. But you beat me to it.
I went on too many visits way back in the day.
Oh yeah,
college gear. Oh man.
See, for me, I didn't go on too many visits because I had a pretty good idea that, you know, if I get into UW, which I probably will, I'm going there. Sparty wanted me though. Sparty gave me a full ride.
Oh really?
Yeah, Sparty wanted me.
Alrighty.
I was like, I do not want to live in East Lansing, Michigan.
That's very fair. Hey. Your boy Biff. Look at him. Look. Your boy Biff.
My big beautiful boy. He wants the job.
Imagine if they settle for Biff Poggi.
Please let that happen. I'd be so happy. I would be so happy, man. Imagine if Biff was coaching in the CFP. Do you think the story would have been timed so perfectly to break now if Michigan made the CFP? No.
Oh, no, not at all, not at all.
Ice cream socials are back on the table, folks. I remember like he like has a presser like after summer ball in his first season. It's like, yeah, like half our team's hurt right now. They're not going to play in the first few games. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What did they do? It's like, I think we practiced a little. They weren't ready for what real Division I practices are like. It's like, Biff, I think you killed half your team in practice. That was so funny. Like half of their roster was hurt. It was so bad at Charlotte, man. It was so bad.
That's rough. That's a rough look. That's a rough look.
He's an old school coach, man.
That's an old school coach. That's Biffster for you. That's the Biffster.
Free my boy. Free the guys.
Free the guys. Free the guys.
Free Biff Poggi.
Free Biff Poggi. Free to
Did Sharon get out of jail?
Yeah,
or is he still in there?
No, I think he had his court date today. I think he's out.
I know he got a felony charge, I think.
Yeah. He had a felony and 2 misdemeanors.
Jesus, man. Talk about throwing it all away.
Right. Man. Oh, man. My entire For You page on Twitter is just showing more stuff right now.
I saw someone post a funny meme about his mugshot from like when he was dressed up. I'm wearing working class clothes or a blue collar shirt. It's time to get to work.
Wait, I didn't realize this was today. Did you see as soon as he got released from jail, he messaged an OnlyFans model?
Yep.
I didn't realize that was today. I thought he did that a long time ago. My goodness.
Yeah, his life's fucked, man. He's got a lot going on.
Sometimes you gotta stop digging. You know what? This is advice that I would tell every single one of my students. This is advice that I would tell my future kids. This is advice that I'm going to tell you right now, Sharon Moore, if you are listening, which you're probably not. But if you are, sometimes you gotta stop digging.
Yep. Do you think John Gruden will admit him into the failed football coaches academy?
No. I don't think so.
There's even a bridge too far for John Gruden.
I think it's a bridge too far for John Gruden. I think if Sharon Moore had just said nasty stuff, John Gruden wouldn't mind. But I think threatening a staffer with a butter knife, which by the way came out as a butter knife.
Did you? I saw a really.
My favorite tweet was like, we all knew it. Yeah. Of course, it was a butter knife. We all knew he didn't know how to use his weapon.
Oh, I was about to say that one. That one was bad, but it was funny. Oh man.
Yeah, that's rough. What was I gonna say? But yeah, no, I think that's even where it's like, okay, even Gruden doesn't want to attach himself to you at that point. He's not a failed coach. He's a failed person. With all due respect, which there is none, he kind of has failed as a human being and as a man.
Like, imagine. Like, see, here's the thing that's got to be so tough right now. Imagine, I'd feel so much guilt if I was like an assistant coach or a staff or a recruiting coordinator telling young men and their parents and families, come to Michigan. We'll help them become a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole Michigan.
And not that, and just the guy who's in charge of it shows himself to be that kind of a man. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for like people in those positions. They got to be going through a lot of feelings because I'm sure just like the random staffer level guy didn't know anything that was going on. Probably knew Sharon was kind of a piece of work, sure, but probably didn't know this was going on.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm sure we're probably going to find out more about Sharon more.
Yeah, it's going to keep.
This won't be the end of it.
No. It will not be. It will not be. My goodness. Sorry, we'll get to this later, but Vikings fans genuinely believe that Joe Burrow is going to be their quarterback next year, and I think that's hilarious.
It won't be next year, maybe in 5.
Dog, this is ridiculous. Like it's honestly it's funny at this point. I cannot wait. I've never had anything against Vikings fans, but watching them all crash out this offseason, or maybe even a few days when Joe Burrow's like, yeah, no, I'm not requesting a trade. Like
the time that Joe Burrow requests a trade will come only when Bengals ownership does something that has Joe lose complete faith in them, and that hasn't happened yet.
No. They've re-signed Chase and Higgins and Gesicki at his asking. And they worked out a deal with Hendrickson. They could have done it better, obviously, but they did something.
They got it done.
Yeah. Like I'm genuinely, but I'm like on Twitter here, and like there are Vikings fans that are adamant. And I'm telling them, like, guys, don't get your hopes up. Like, all I'm saying is don't get your hopes up because it ain't going to happen. And they're like, what? You don't know what you're talking about. It's going to happen. Like, dog. Who do you think
I won't lie, though, Beau.
Better?
I said the same thing about Russ. But there's way more smoke. There was a ton of smoke, so.
No, this was one interview that they think he wants out over. Oh, and by the way, Jamar literally had an interview yesterday, and it was like, no, he seems fine every time I talk to him. Yeah. Like, yeah, he's going to leave Jamar, his best friend. He's going to leave Higgins, one of his other best friends that he just worked his butt off to get paid.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. That is not happening. Like, I think the biggest example of a star quarterback being traded is Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Star quarterbacks just don't get traded. It just doesn't happen.
No, not for the trade packages they're proposing. You kidding me? J.J. McCarthy, Dallas Turner, and 2 firsts.
It took more to get Russ.
Yeah, get out of here. Give me Jettas. Give me, like, 4 firsts.
It took.
Give me your entire defensive line, and then we'll talk.
Give me Brian Flores.
Give me Brian Flores, yeah. Give me Kevin O'Connell. Give me so many things that the Vikings are worse off afterwards than the Bengals were with.
So what did it take for Russ? It took 2 firsts, 2 seconds, right?
Yeah, and then it took Fant. It took
Locke and Harris.
Locke and Harris, yeah. So
for
3
Russ.
players, 2 firsts, and 2 seconds for Russ, and there were some picks that went back to Denver, right?
Yeah, I think there's like a 4th and like a 2nd. I don't know. 4th and a 3rd.
Not much. Point being.
Yeah. Okay, it was Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, 2022 and 23 first rounder, 2022 and 23 second rounder, and 22 fifth for Russ and a 22 fourth. So it was a pick swap for the 4th and the 5th. It's going to take more than that to get Joe Burrow.
There legitimately, I don't think is a single thing that Minnesota could offer me that would prompt me to make that trade.
No, not until he's like 35.
Yeah, and like, yeah, not right now. And I think it would start with Like, it would start with a package that Minnesota would never do. It would start with like at least 4, maybe 5 firsts, and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, it would take a whole lot to get Joe Burrow. That is for sure.
Yeah. So all these Vikings fans that think they're gonna pull it off, keep living in fantasy land.
By the time Joe Burrow, by the time it would be possible to get Joe Burrow, maybe that would be the price. 2 firsts and a couple players, but right now, nope.
Yeah. So again, keep living in fantasy land. Have a good time there. When I'm right and you guys still have JJ McCarthy as your quarterback next year, maybe you'll get Kyler Murray. Maybe it's not JJ McCarthy. Maybe it's Kyler Murray. Maybe you'll get Kyler Murray. I can personally guarantee, I won't even say, I will say with 100% certainty, Joe Burrow will not be the Minnesota Vikings quarterback in 2026. He will not. The only team he will play for is the Cincinnati Bengals. I will guarantee that. I will sit here on this podcast right now. You can clip me. You can bookmark this. You can save this video. Come back to it later. Screen record, whatever. Joe Burrow will be the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals in 2026. End of story. I don't know what the Vikings are going to do. Kyler Murray's going to be available. Go get Kyler Murray if you want to upgrade a quarterback. Go get Daniel Jones back. I don't know. We'll be Burrow, though. I'll tell you that much right now. So every single Vikings fan that's 100% certain that Joe Burrow is going to be a Bengals.
Trade us 2 first-round picks for Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a sports rumors or NFL rumors of some account that was like, it's expected that disgruntled wide receiver Justin Jefferson is going to demand that the Vikings trade for Joe Burrow. Why doesn't he just demand a trade to Cincinnati then?
Yeah. There's a pretty easy solution to that.
Yeah, I know, right? You don't want to be in Minnesota anymore if Burrow's not going to be there? Okay, just don't be. No one's forcing you to stay. Well, your contract's kind of forcing you to stay, but that's a different story. Anyways, let's get into it. We got plenty of games to talk about. I've already done so much Bengals crashing out, and we haven't even talked about the game yet. We already talked about Dallas, Detroit. So Seattle, Atlanta is actually the first game on the docket.
Ooh, I'm first up.
Yeah, very rarely will you be first up.
I know. I'm going to enjoy it. So, first half, offense was a little sloppy. Defense, they were just dinking and dunking. Just quick throw, quick screen. Rarely they'd get one even intermediate. Nope, I don't think there's a deep shot all game. Pretty bad. They threw some corners to Kyle Pitts throughout the game, but only one of them hit. And then just run Bijan. And they could move it a little bit, but they had no success in the red zone. So it was 6-6 at half. Shout out Nick Manwari with an awesome blocked field goal. I mean, he's just showing himself his freakishness there. It's like, because he was the end man on line of scrimmage and took a crazy arc and still got it. There's really not too much you can do against that without leaving the middle more vulnerable, and then you have to worry about Leonard Williams up the middle, right? So it's kind of a really nice situation you got there on your field goal block team.
Mm-hmm.
So 6-6 at half. I'm not worried personally, but I expect it to end up 37-9 at the end of the game. Shout out Rashid Shaheed. As soon as he got past the blockers, he was so gone. Atlanta's special teams unit is so bad. So bad. They're the worst in the league, and we're the first in the league. When I was pissed that we didn't keep Larry Izzo and hired Jerry Harbaugh. So, hey, Mike, you're right about that one. Defense put the absolute clamps on. They were throwing screens so much in the first half. we totally read a screen on the Devin Witherspoon pick, which was awesome. Derek Hall took one step and then broke through the screen. We showed blitz, and then the blitzer just ran right at this guy who was getting the screen pass, which was David Sills, who I didn't even know was still in the league. I remember him from his awesome time at Virginia or at West Virginia. I love that West Virginia Texas game. Shout out Will Greer, one of my guys. And then what's funny is Derek Hall got his hands on it and Spoon ripped it out of Derek Hall's hands, which is pretty funny. Nick Emanwari got his first pick. Awesome. Happy to see it. Nick Emanwari also got a sack and absolutely leveled. I think it was Algier in the backfield, which is crazy. Jaron Reed had a big ball club on and forced a fumble with it, which was pretty funny. And it's pretty clear that the Vikings were very afraid of the pass rush because they did not do any drop back game. It was either runs or like 3-step drops at the most. They did not want to let the pass rush start doing anything. Offense really clicked in the second half. Rashid Shaheed had his most catches and targets. He really kind of showed himself to be valuable. JSN had another great game. Run game is getting better and better. Kept Sam pretty clean after the first quarter against a really good pass rush. And some really interesting designs, especially that Cooper Kupp touchdown, a little C-gap insert pick play. JSN screening him. That was really cool play design. Way to get out of there with a win. Way to turn it on in the second half. Last 2 games, 9 points allowed, 8 turnovers forced. Seahawks, I know we're playing shit teams, but hey, we're winning. And then the Falcons turned around and beat the Bucs, which is pretty crazy. Great win. Love watching this team play. It's just a joy. It's just so fun. I'm so happy that Mike McDonald's my coach. That's it. You have anything did you catch any of this game?
I did not know. It's happening at the same time as the Cincinnati game, which I was losing my brain over. So
that's what I assumed.
Yeah. I saw it was close at halftime, and then I saw the final score, and I was like, okay, that's more what I expected.
Yeah. Yep. Byron Murphy was mic'd up for the first time, which is pretty cool. He's been awesome this year, man. I remember I'll definitely eat because I was super high on him coming out of the draft. I thought he was fine his rookie year, kind of some typical development going on there. But I remember I saw him at training camp. Geez, he looks fat. And I was like, is he eating for his rookie contract? But nope. He's been awesome this year, man. And then what's cool about his mic'd up episode is they showed him coming out to the sideline after the Emanwari pick. Guess who was the first person to be all hyped up on the sideline after that?
Who's that?
Mike McDonald. He just adores Nick Emanwari, man. He adores him. He's definitely one of his favorites. I don't know if Mike McDonald plays favorites, but if he did, it would be Nick Emanwari.
Yeah. That's fair. That's very valid.
You can tell how you can tell how he's felt about him since he first got onto the practice field.
Dang.
What?
Kickoff temperature in Cincinnati.
What is it?
7 degrees.
Ooh.
On Sunday. Time for Joe Burr. Joe Burr. It's your moment. Speaking of Joe Burr.
I know it's going to be 10 degrees in Chicago.
Dang. It's a chilly weekend coming up here.
Oh, yeah. After a snow game, too. Jesus.
Yeah, man. Joe Burr?
Although I prefer a snow game to a rain game.
Oh, 100%. The aesthetics on a snow game are incredible.
Well, and just the comfort of playing it, too. I don't think it would be as wet as a rain game.
Right.
Our last game of the year was one of the worst I've ever dealt with. And maybe it's because I went down to the sideline for the first half because our headsets weren't working, or we were getting killed, or what, or I wasn't moving around at all. But in my 4 years playing, a couple years of coaching, by far the worst rain I've dealt with in a game. It was rough.
Yeah. Seattle area football for you.
That's Pacific Northwest football, man. We deal with
Right.
I saw like some people like, oh yeah, I saw like a picture of like a Texas high school football rainy day practice, and they're in the gym. It's like, you don't just practice in the rain.
Yeah, no, you unless there's lightning, it's always you practice.
Yeah, that's it was the same for us. It only got canceled if there was lightning.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are soft, man. You don't practice in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, Montana State just killed Steve Austin. Shout out Kirby Moore, by the way, head coach of the Cougs.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Two guys that like have been on my short list. One is at Oregon State. The other is at Wazoo.
Yep. Shep and Kirby. I remember for a long time it looked like Kirby was going to be our tight ends coach after with when DeBoer came.
Yeah, but then Tedford elevated him.
Yep. Ended up going with Sheridan instead.
Which, hey, worked it. You know who got us Penix, right? He was real tight with Penix since Penix was a high schooler.
Right. Oh, sure.
Nick Sheridan recruited him at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was Butch Jones who recruited him or who replaced Butch Jones at Tennessee. Was that Pruitt?
Yeah, it was Pruitt.
Okay, yeah, I think Butch Jones recruited him and Pruitt pulled the offer. Woof, Pruitt. Woof. I don't know if that one keeps him up at night.
Oh, yeah, it's gotta. Anyways, Cincinnati Buffalo.
The floor is yours. We're getting our two teams out of the way right away. That's kind of crazy.
Cincinnati Buffalo. This game broke me. Again, I thought they couldn't do anything more to me this year. I thought I was done. I thought I was out. No, this game broke me again. I didn't expect a win going in. I even picked Buffalo to cover -6. They didn't. But I did. I picked that. I think what broke me about this game is that they should have won. That's what killed me. Burrow played 54.5 minutes of near perfect football. They have the lead. They have a 10-point lead with 7 minutes left. In 4 plays, Al Golden's horrific defense allows a touchdown. A 40-yard rushing touchdown. How do you not have a spy on Josh Allen?
You have two stud young linebackers.
I don't want to talk about that. They're developing so nicely, though, so Al Golden should keep his job, right? My goodness. I can feel my blood rate going. This is going to be a good rant. I can tell. I can already feel my blood pressure rising. So, this genius coach, Al Golden, who I was finally starting to give his flowers to. He was finally starting to look confident. Took him 14 weeks. He doesn't put a spy on Josh Allen on 2nd and 10. Laid 40-yard touchdown. Great. Okay. All right. We're still up, right? It's still a 3-point game. We can get those 7 points right back and we'll be fine, right? Joe Burrow, who has played 54.5 minutes of perfect football to this point, throws maybe the worst pick of his career. Like the pick 6 he threw to Christian Benford, and granted, it's a great play by Benford. You know, it's a called run with an alert on it. Chase had a ton of space. I get throwing
It's a Van Ginkel play.
Yeah, it's very much a Van Ginkel play. Corner blitz, throws it. Benford.
It's just those they're so impressive. They're so impressive.
Burrow can't finish the tackle. Chase can't catch up. Ends up being a pick 6. All of a sudden, Buffalo's got the lead. 5 minutes, you're down 4. Very next series. This one's not really in anybody. This is just a good play by Buffalo.
It was.
I can't remember who. Jordan Phillips, I think, knocks it up in the air. Epineza catches it, so it's a pick. All of a sudden, Buffalo's got the ball. They got a 4-point lead and the ball at their 28-yard line. All right. It's over, right? We're thinking it's over. But you know what? Let's see how this goes. Maybe the defense won't absolutely melt down. In fact, the first play is a holding. There's a holding on Buffalo. First and 20. Guess them how long it took to get the penalty yardage back and then some. One play, 28 yards, crosser to the tight end. No one rallies and tackles. He catches it 5 yards upfield, turns up, gets 23 more. They basically walk to the 2-yard line. You get them to fourth down. You're like, okay, they're gonna kick it. If they kick a field, if they kick, we've done our job. We got them fourth down. They kick a field goal. It's a 7-point game. We're still in this thing. They go for it. Guess who's wide open? Shocker, the tight end. Bengals have one of the worst tight end coverage defenses of all time, and that's not an exaggeration. That's a fact. Statistically, they're on pace to give up like 2,000 yards to tight ends this season or something crazy like that. It's insane. It's genuinely
That's wild.
Insane. I don't know if it's that much. It's a lot though. It's too much. It's definitely too much. No, actually, I think it might be around 2,000 actually. So we get the ball back. At this point, I've fully crashed out. Surprised I didn't destroy my phone at this point. Guess what? That's with like 2:45 left. Joe Burrow, being the superhuman he is, gets a touchdown in like 40 seconds of game time. It's 34-39. You had 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. It's actually going to set up pretty stinking well for you. First play. The kickoff. You don't do the onside kick. You kick off, which makes sense in that moment. I didn't dislike that decision. Kick off. Stuff run. Gain of like 2. Okay. 2-minute. Take it to the 2-minute warning. Okay. But yeah. Second play. Get a sack. It's 3rd and 15. Oh my goodness. You're down 5. You're going to get the ball back. Have a shot to win this thing. Maybe. And the way Burrow's playing, I'm not going to doubt it. I think it's going to happen. I started to believe.
That was your mistake.
Remember when Al Golden didn't put a spy and Josh Allen ran for a 40-yard touchdown 6 minutes earlier?
Oh, no.
Guess what he did again? He didn't put a spy on 3rd and 15, and he called cover 1 man with no QB spy.
If you're a run man, you don't have anyone on the quarterback.
Josh Allen saw that in less than a second. He immediately put his foot in the ground, and he took off, and guess what? No one even touched him before he was 18 yards upfield. Game over. Game over. Al Golden, you are a disgrace. I remember being optimistic about your hiring. I do. It is clear to me you are not cut out for the big leagues. I should have known after his performance in the national championship, by the way. I chalked that up to, he just, No, apparently calling cover 0 man against Jeremiah Smith and Cardinals.
No, I like the call. He was close. I send the blitz, man. I don't blame him. Send the blitz. Going for the natty. Come on.
He calls man coverage in the worst possible spots.
Are you going to call fire zone in that situation?
I don't know what I'm gonna call, but what he did call leaving Jeremiah Smith 1-on-1 against a corner who he had been eating live all day. Anyways,
would it have mattered? Would it have mattered if he had been doubled, or if it were zone? I don't think so.
I think it would have made it. Would have made so he didn't run right past him, probably. But anyways, point being, it's clear to me that Al Golden doesn't have the chops. He's
defensive
not
grub.
He's a defensive Ryan Grubb.
That kind of performance of the Allen runs reminds me of when Grubb had like 7 chances on the 1 yard line and passed every time, or like ran it once or twice and had totally stuffed, and we had to kick field goal against the Jets. That's what that reminds me of. Yeah. And that's the one where people saw Mike McDonald on the sideline saying, "Why are we passing it here?"
Mm-hmm. If Zal Golden is the defense coordinator of the Cincinnati Bengals in 2026, I don't know what to say. I genuinely don't. Zach Taylor should be fired. 100%.
Seeing how well Lou Anarumo's been this year is a huge indictment on Zach Taylor.
Yep. I don't know if he will be. I don't know if Zach Taylor will be fired. He should be. I don't know if he will at this point. I don't know. There's too much smoke saying he won't. I'm starting to think he will. But I don't know. There's always a shot, right? There's always a chance that maybe. But if Zach Taylor is back, he better not bring back Al Golden. The problem is I think he will, because I think he really likes Al Golden. I think they're buddies. They're buddies off the field. They're neighbors. They're freaking neighbors. Al Golden never even sold his house in Cincinnati. He knew he'd be back. It's just, I do not see how the Cincinnati Bengals ownership can look at this season, how it's gone, and say no changes will be made. If that is how they choose to look at this, I might be done. I don't know if Burrow will be done. I'll be here as long as Burrow's here. But if the unholy trinity of Duke Tobin, Zach Taylor, and Al Golden are still in their positions with the Cincinnati Bengals in 2026, it just gets really hard to be optimistic about the future of this football team, which hurts because on certain elements there are things to be excited about. Their offensive line finally looks pretty good. Like, Scott Peters looks like he's been a great hire for offensive line coach. Burrow looks fantastic. Chase and Higgins are still Chase and Higgins. Gesicki's finally healthy and playing really well again. Like, notice how everything I'm mentioning is offense, by the way. There's so many things to get excited about on the offensive side of the ball. But everything that Zach Taylor, Duke Tobin, and Al Golden have done to this defense in 2025, they are literally on pace to be the worst defense in NFL history. And they're going to bring everybody back? What are you doing? This team has broken me. I don't care what we do the rest of the year. Go 0-4, please. Go 0-4. Lose to the Cardinals. Lose to the Browns. Lose to the Dolphins. Lose to the freaking Ravens. You know what? I don't even care if you lose to the Ravens. If it finally brings about some change. I would love to sweep the Ravens. You know I would. And if we do, I'll be the first one saying, oh, look at that. That's good. That's good. But let me say here, on December 12th, 2025, sit here right now and tell you, it is in the Bengals' best interest to go 0-4 so that we can finally wipe our hands clean of this whole freaking mess that is Zach Taylor, Al Golden, and Duke Tobin. Let them all get washed away. Let's just be done. Let's just be done.
Let it burn.
If we go 8-9, if we win out, which unfortunately is pretty realistic, I know they're all going to be back. Oh, we missed the playoffs by 1 game. We were this close. If Joe doesn't get hurt, No. You had the worst defense in NFL history. Did Joe getting hurt lead to you missing the playoffs? It was a part of it. You didn't lose to the Jets because Joe didn't play. You didn't lose to the Bears because Joe didn't play. You didn't lose to the Patriots. Well, you might have lost to the Patriots because Joe didn't play. You lost those games because you had the worst defense in NFL history.
You've lost because the drafting stunk. You've lost because of the coaching and the general manager.
They both need to be gone. All three need to be gone. You can keep the offensive staff. Keep Dan Pitcher. Keep Troy Walters, the receiver coach. Keep Scott Peters, the O-line coach. Pretty much everyone on the assistant offensive coaching staff, I think, has done enough to keep their jobs. I even think Darren Simmons has done an admirable job on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Their special teams actually look pretty good. Every single defensive coach, plus Zach Taylor, plus Duke Tobin, they need to all be gone. And if they're not, if one of them stays, I don't know who. If one of them stays, I'm like, okay. Obviously, it wouldn't be Al. If 2 are gone, Al's going to be one of them. If Zach or if Al and Duke are gone, or if Duke and Zach are gone, which obviously again would lead to Al also being gone, or Zach and Al are gone, I might talk myself into it as long as 2 of the 3 or at least 2 of the 3 are gone. But we have the best quarterback in the NFL, and we're the laughing stock of football. We have freaking Vikings fans over here saying, we know Joe Burrow is going to be our quarterback in 2026 because he hates it there, because he wants out. Unsubstantiated, by the way. But they say they know he's going to be their quarterback in 2026 because we are so horribly run that they can sit there and say that. Now, I know they're wrong. I know he's not getting traded. I know they're idiots. However, I also know that the Bengals are idiots. And their reasoning might be correct. Their conclusion is wrong, but their reasoning might be correct. And that's the sad thing.
Are the Bengals the Mariners? Have some awesome, awesome players, but ownership can't get out of their way, and coaching stinks.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Great, awesome.
Hey, at least the Bengals made the championship.
That's true. We've at least made a championship game. There you go. 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my voice. My goodness. Normally I lose my voice during the week because I'm yelling at students. Now I'm gonna lose my voice because I'm just yelling at the internet. We need to move on to the next game.
All right. Can you start this? I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
I need to grab some water too in a second, but I'll start it anyways. Cleveland, Tennessee. Wow, Tennessee won a game. Really screwed up their draft positioning. They were gonna roll to the first overall pick before they lost this game. Shedeur, you know what? Funny enough, Shedeur actually had a really good game in this one. He really showed out. He showed some of the juice. He showed some of the moxie, I think. He looks like the quarterback that I thought was probably going to be drafted in the first round that I had a second round grade on. He looked like that level of player in this one. Offensively in general, Cleveland looks solid in this one. Obviously, Tennessee's not exactly the bastion of great play, period, but they came out in this one. I think what really was the letdown in this one, especially with Cleveland playing at home, was their defense, just letting guys like Tony Pollard just run all over them. Cam Ward made some awesome throws in this one, but he just does not have the help from the receiving core right now that other quarterbacks have. Yeah, no, I mean, two bottom of the barrel teams, two teams I'll be picking the top five in a few months, but good for Tennessee. Cleveland again. Shadur's making a case to be the starting quarterback in 2026. Which I don't think is ridiculous. Especially with this quarterback class being what it is. Yeah, I think Shadur's definitely playing himself into. Obviously, he's going to be a starter for the rest of the year, so he's got 4 more chances to show out against. Who's Cleveland playing? I actually don't even know off the top of my head. Chicago, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. So 4 more shots to show out in Cleveland. We'll see what they do with them.
Do you know what really grinds my gears, Beau?
What's that?
And you've heard me say this before. I absolutely hate it when teams bust out gadget plays on 2-point conversions. It drives me nuts.
You know who else hates it?
Who?
Josina Anderson.
I can't blame her for that one. For very different reasons, but I told you what I'd do every single 2-point attempt. It's 5 wide, man beater one side, zone beater the other side. That's what I do every time. And it's going to come out quick enough where you don't need a back or a tight end protection. But it's just, why are you having Quinshon Judkins throw the football on a must-get? It's like Kevin Stefanski must really want to be out of there. Man, that one was rough.
Got a little too cute there, that's for sure.
A little.
Yeah, a little. I don't know. I as soon as I saw it, I knew Josina Anderson was going to crash out, so I was kind of glad I have.
That's fair.
Just for the memes.
Oh, God. And, of course, it went absolutely catastrophically. Shocker.
Yep.
NFL teams are too good for that to work. Well, I think people are brain poisoned from the Philly special. The Philly special worked, first of all, because it wasn't a 2-point play. But second of all, it works then because, and Eric Mangini will tell you this himself, the way you beat Belichick is by surprising him. Because he's going to be the most prepared coach in the world when he plays you. That's just a fact, right? He's going to know everything. So you got to give him things that he'd never see coming, never seen you do, never seen much in the NFL, right? You know who was the first team to see the Wildcat? When the Wildcat took over the NFL?
Patriots.
It's the Patriots. Remember Peyton Hillis' first big game in the NFL? Who's that against?
That was the Patriots, yep.
Both those
the game that got him on the Madden cover.
Both those games, the Patriots absolutely got killed in. So that's why the Philly special worked. And Doug Peterson correctly knew that to beat Belichick, you have to surprise him. A trick play and a gotta have it is one of the worst calls in sports. Thanks a lot, Chris Peterson. Thanks a lot, Doug Peterson. These Petersons, man, you know they're spelled different? Never trust them. You got to know why those plays work in those situations. First of all, one of them was in college and also severely out-talented. Second of all, it's against Belichick. It's the only 2 times it's going to work. What other big trick plays have happened in the Super Bowl? I rest my case.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess you could say the play McCaffrey's touchdown against the Chiefs last year.
McCaffrey last year.
Oh, the year before last year, Super Bowl 58, when they did the toss to Jennings and then he tossed it.
Okay, but did it win the Super Bowl though?
It didn't win the Super Bowl. No, could have.
The best one I can think of is ambush, the onside kick.
That's a good call.
But that's not even.
I was trying to think recent history.
But that's not even a trick play, and there was like broad strategic sense to it in that one. There's definitely broad strategic sense in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say you're playing Devin Hester. You know that shit's coming.
Yeah, right.
You're ready for that, but like there's broad strategic sense in that, and like we're playing the best quarterback in football. We got to keep it out of his hands. One of the best,
Mm-hmm. Next game.
Let's do it. These ones are going to go a lot. The rest of these are going to go a lot faster. Okay.
Yeah, there's some quick ones in here. Washington, Minnesota.
Is playing the Seahawks now the inverse of the LOB days, where we kill them and then they kill their opponent or beat their opponent?
Yeah, they beat their opponent.
Because we absolutely humiliated the Vikings and the Falcons, and they go on to win the next week. What is going on here, man?
Let's see. Hold on. Let's test out the series. So, Seattle played San Francisco in week 1. Well, they lost. So we won't even count that loss. They lost. San Francisco beat New Orleans. Okay, whatever. Seattle beat Pittsburgh, and then Pittsburgh beat New England. Seattle beat New Orleans, and then New Orleans lost to Buffalo, but gave them a close game.
They gave them a fight.
Yeah. Seattle week 5 had oh, never mind. They played Tampa. They lost. What Tampa do next week? Beat San Fran.
That was an awesome game.
Seattle beat Jacksonville. Next week, Jacksonville got smoked by the Rams. Like 38-0.
Yeah, they got killed.
Not that one. Seattle beat Houston week 7.
Humiliated them.
Proceeds to have a bye week. Oh no. Oh, they lost to the Niners. Oh no, they beat the Niners. No, they beat the Niners. Yeah, they beat the Niners. What am I talking about? Seattle's bye in week 8. Seattle plays Washington in week 9. Washington proceeds to.
Oh, and that's the game
get killed by the Lions. Get killed by the Lions. So
they lost Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. Seattle kills Arizona in week 10. Next week, Arizona
gets killed by the Niners.
Seattle loses to the Rams in week 11. Rams beat Tampa, killed Tampa the next week.
So, okay, I think I get it now. You either kill your opponent or lose.
Yeah. Seattle beats Tennessee. Tennessee proceeds to get. Oh, no. Oh, no, they got killed by Jacksonville. Never mind. I'm wrong. Then Seattle kills Minnesota. Minnesota kills Washington. Seattle beats Atlanta. Atlanta beats Tampa. So you're like 12-3 with that. I think there's only like 3 losses in there.
That's interesting. But yeah, this is with the first game of Jaden Daniels being back, which is crazy that he's even back this year after what happened.
Yeah. And he got hurt again.
I know.
It was his left elbow again.
There was no reason to play him for the rest of the year, man. This is
you're
season.
3. Yeah, you're 3-10. Let him go.
Shut him down.
Yeah.
There's no reason to play him this year. Shout out 9. Van Ginkel did it again, by the way. He keeps getting away with it. which is kind of crazy because I kind of scoffed at, wow, Sam Darnold's so smart, not throwing it right to Van Ginkel, and it's like, I guess they were right. He kind of did avoid it because there was a play down that could have been a Van Ginkel pick six on a screen. It's like, how does he keep doing it? How does he keep getting away with it? Who would ever thought Van Ginkel would be this much of a dude?
Yeah. Oh.
Not me. Not me.
I got it. Sorry. There's so another name. I think I mentioned this yesterday that apparently the Steelers are a team that's attached to Burrow now. So this very obnoxious Steelers fan posted a picture of Joe Burrow that says with QB1. You can't see it because it's blurred, but it's Joe Burrow and the caption's QB1.
Oh my god!
If you don't think I'm going to use that out of context next year, oh, I'm so using this. You walked into that one.
You got no one to blame but yourself for that one.
Yeah, you did this to yourself. Man, I'm just so glad Steelers fans seem to love our team. First, it was Jamar, Joe, T. That
DK's been terrible. DK's been terrible for them. Like, John Schneider's probably taking one of the biggest victory laps ever right now. DK and Gino have been awful this year. No one's ever going to make a trade with the Seahawks ever again.
Oh, nor should they. They keep robbing people.
Same thing with like the Emanwari draft. This was a trade up with the Colts, or the Titans.
Oh man, I love these tweets. I love the Steelers fans wanting Burrow. The Vikings fans wanting Burrow is annoying. The Steelers fans wanting Burrow is hilarious. There's so much good content that I will very much use when Burrow wipes the floor with them next year. Anyways,
it is just pure delusion there. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, another funny delusional thing I saw, and this came from Michigan fans. They like Mike McDonald, make him say no.
Like, oh yeah,
he'd hang up the phone.
No, you don't leave an NFL job for a college job unless your NFL job has gotten toxic. Like when Harbaugh left the Niners, like, okay, yeah.
An NFL job that's going great for you?
Yeah. An NFL job that's going great for you. Everybody loves you. You're getting everything you want.
At an organization that isn't a mess.
Right.
An organization that, is providing for you.
Mm-hmm. Michigan should hire Zach Taylor.
A name that I did see, like that was on one of the hot boards that made me laugh a little bit. In a good way. Jay Harbaugh.
Hell yeah.
But he's John's son, I think. See, I'm not sure about that anymore. It might be Jim's. I'm not sure. Is Jay Harbaugh John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh's son? Jay's Jim's son.
Jay's Jim's son. Okay.
I wonder if I'd seen that St. James Cathedral. That'd probably be near Renton. You know why it's called Renton?
What is that?
It's nobody buys.
Here we go. Next game, Miami Jets. Miami's kind of making a playoff push.
They are. They
a little bit.
They didn't freeze. It was cold out. They won.
Yeah. They're playing in Pittsburgh. I think the temperature is going to be below 20. I think it's going to be a little easier to freeze than that. We'll see. The Bengals' razor-thin AFC North hopes kind of rely on Miami finding a way to win that game. So we'll see. or Shadur. They need the Steelers to lose one. They need the Steelers to go 1-3 the rest of the way. And they play Detroit in week 16. And they play Baltimore in week 18. And they could theoretically lose both of those games. But you need Miami or Cleveland to pull off an upset. And you need to win out. Which, like I said earlier, is realistic. But we'll see. What am I talking about? I just talked about how I want everyone fired. No, we're not talking about the playoffs. It's done. The season's over.
Playoffs?
Okay. Playoffs?
Speaking of the playoffs rant, did you see Bowles had a big rant last night?
No, I didn't. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, big rant. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mike Evans was pissed last night.
Oh, yes. On the sideline as they were kind of walking down the field.
As the game was slipping through their fingers. Todd Bowles supposed to be a defensive head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I hear the word slipping through your fingers, I always think of the same thing. There was this marching band, and we'd always go to 3 marching band competitions there on Saturdays throughout the fall, and usually the same bands were always there, right? Mm-hmm. And bands make their own shows, about 10 minutes long, usually have a theme. Some of them have gimmicks in them. This one year, West Valley, all the way from Yakima or Tri-Cities, I forget, Spokane, who knows, had a show with a big gimmick. It was I think they're called features or sets or props or whatever. And, they had a big time machine, and they even had a voiceover to start the show. They're called shows. It was about a time machine, and it always started with the voiceover. Time has a strange way of slipping through your fingers, and so I always think of that when I hear the voice was just kind of weird. So when I hear slipping through your fingers, I always think of that voice. I always think about that stupid voice because you had to sit and watch all the other bands in the stands. It was brutally boring.
Yeah, I'm watching the Bulls video here. Hold on.
Inexcusable. Don't make excuses. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking mean something to you. It's important job. It's a fucking livelihood.
Dang.
How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? You can't sugarcoat that shit. It was in the fucking excusable, man. There's no fucking answer for it.
Dang. He's pissed. I like this NFL memes post. Very classy move by Kirk Cousins and other Falcons players to join the Buccaneers in prayer to get Topple fired. Are we talking about Tampa? We're talking about Miami and New York. I don't have much to say from the New York perspective. Even they not even the Miami threes could help them. They're just truly cooked and done. They're just truly cooked and done.
Why didn't we get this version of Tampa, man?
Right. Well, you also didn't get this version of Tampa either. New Orleans, Tampa. They've lost 2 home division games in 5 days
against bad division opponents.
It wasn't even the Panthers. It was Saints and the Falcons. Both those teams picking in the top 10. And the defense just melting down against Tyler Shuck and Kirk Cousins. Just absolutely brutal. Tampa's melting down. They're handing the division to Carolina. Please, Bryce Young, take it. Take it so my priors look good. They've never looked good with you before. I gave up on you. I stopped believing in you, but you didn't stop believing in yourself, and now you're going to be an NFC South champ. Hell yeah. Well, I messed up this water ball. Yeah. This was me. What I was twisting as I was ranting about the Bengals. Bryce Young, NFC South champ, 2025. Hell yeah. I don't have much to talk about with this one. I don't know. Tampa's just a sinking ship right now. Who are the games the rest of the way? They have Carolina. I think they got 2 with Carolina, actually. I want to say they got 2 with Carolina. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, they got Carolina, Miami, Carolina the last 3 weeks of the year. Bryce Young. Bury the Bucks. Bury the Bucks. You can do it. That would be so funny. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I believe it, but we'll see. Indy Jacksonville. Did we not get on this program last week and talk about how Daniel Jones shouldn't be playing?
Yep. And
Now, granted, it wasn't.
And we were like, and we said, who's their third string? Oh, it's Riley Leonard, huh?
And now, granted, it wasn't his leg that broke; it was his Achilles that popped. So I guess we were wrong about what would get hurt, but we were right that he probably shouldn't be playing. And then Riley Leonard got hurt, so now it's Phillip Rivers and Brett Rippon. Philly Rivers, he's back.
Grandpa Phil at 40. Okay, the narratives are so bad. It's not. There is a quarterback development problem. That's not why they brought in Phillip Rivers. It's because he knows the offense very well. That's why they brought him in. Right. That's why they brought him in. Let's calm down a little bit here, okay? And like, people are already saying, "Oh, I think this could be good for the Colts." Really? He's 44 years old. He's 44 years old. Let's stop the nonsense here, please. It's bad, man.
He hasn't thrown a pass in 5 years.
Like, you had Anthony Richardson go down with a freak ass injury too. It's like just brutal luck for the Colts right now, man. It's tough.
The last time he threw a pass was the same weekend as the infamous Seahawks Rams wildcard game.
You're kidding.
That was the last time he threw a pass.
Golly.
Same weekend as that game. I think maybe even the same day as that game.
I did not know that. That is insane.
It's been a while.
I don't know what could be a tougher game for being his first one back than in Seattle against a defense that's playing like one of the best defense. Well, some people were saying that there's like a big online fight about the Texans or the Seahawks being the best defense in the NFL. I really couldn't care less about that kind of fight. Mm-hmm. All I know is the Seahawks are playing amazingly and playing like one of the best defenses in the NFL. I really don't care about saying, oh, the Seahawks and Texans better. They play very different styles of defense. So, that's a tough situation, man. That's a tough situation. I think they're going to do a similar game plan as what the Falcons have, right? Just awesome running back, get it out quick. We'll see how it works. Just it's going to be loud. It might be raining. The forecast says no rain, but there's been an atmospheric river going on. My brother's been flooded in. Luckily not his house, just like a bridge nearby is closed. Mm-hmm. It's going to be. I think a lot of people are going to be watching. Because it sounds like he's starting. I thought they brought him in break in case of emergency. But no, I guess he's starting. And worse news, they're starting right tackles out. And also down their top 2 corners. DeForest Buckner didn't get cleared. Which, thank God, that guy's always terrorized us. Mm-hmm. Poor Colts, man. Like, you can't blame them for making that trade for Sauce. You can't. I haven't seen many teams have that much catastrophe happen in such a short time.
Yeah, no, I agree. The Jacksonville side of things, hey, they first place in the NFC or AFC South now. They're chugging right along.
Good for them, man.
Yeah, good for them. Good for Liam Cohen. Duval. Yeah, things are looking up in Duval. All right, last early game here, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. A game that, especially because Cincinnati lost to Buffalo, they really need the Ravens to find a way to win it. Guess what? Can never trust a Raven to do anything right. Yeah, they screwed the pooch. Lamar looks terrible. That offense in general looks broken. They still could have won. There was the play they called incomplete, the touchdown to Likely.
That was rough.
Incomplete. But Lamar just looks terrible this year. Genuinely. Now I say that now, he'll probably tear up the Bengals on Sunday, and I'm fully aware of that, and I don't even care.
It's just when he doesn't have his legs, he's just a different quarterback.
Yeah, he's just beat up. He's banged up, honestly.
Yeah.
And I give him credit. Like back before he got paid, he would probably be sitting out right now. At least he's actually playing these games.
Yeah.
But he's not playing that well, so he should sit out. But my I don't know. I'm still not inspired by Pittsburgh, nor should anybody, to be quite clear. I just think this is a horrible year for the AFC North. Pittsburgh lucked out. Burrow was hurt for most of the year. Lamar's hurt for most of the year. Cleveland's still Cleveland. That leaves one other team.
Someone's going to benefit.
Yep. Alrighty. Denver, Vegas. As usual, Denver is just this year's Chiefs. Or last year's Chiefs, I mean. Where it's just like, they're really good. They're 11-2. They also haven't covered the spread on a game since God knows when. I don't remember the last time they covered the spread. They didn't play that week. They covered against the Chiefs. There you go. What's the record against the spread this year? So they've played 13 games. They're 0-1, 0-2. Didn't play. 1-2, 1-3, 2-3. Okay. 3-3. All right. 3-4. 3-5. 4-5. 5-5. Thanks, Jake Browning. 5-6. 5-7. 5-8. They were 5-8 against the spread this year, despite being 11-2 straight up. They just don't blow teams out. They don't take care of business. I mean, they win, but they don't feel good about it.
No.
I guess. And against bad teams too, like Vegas.
They're horrible.
You played the Raiders twice and you won by a combined 10 points.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. But they did sweep them. They did win.
Just win, baby.
Yep, just win, baby. Chicago, Green Bay.
Poor Caleb should have gotten that pass, man. That one's on Caleb.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he waited too long on it. Just held it.
He was wide ass open. Maybe the coaching point is, cause the conflict, but rip it, as coaches say. Just rip it. I like the decision there. Johnson called a good game.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't even think Caleb necessarily played a bad game. It's
No,
just in
I
that
think he played a
moment-
good game.
In that moment, he just held it too long.
I mean, I think the Bears did show something a lot more than usual.
They showed a lot of they went to Green Bay and showed a lot of heart. Honestly, they had a chance here at the end.
It's not the same old Bears.
Definitely not the same old Bears. They're going to be in the playoffs this year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not still first in the division.
No, they're not. It's the Rams.
No, the division. Yeah. Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay moved ahead, but they're still ahead in Detroit. Yeah, we'll see. Good win for Green Bay though. Again, gets them back in first place in the division, so they need that. Rams Cards.
Oof.
Rams were clearly pissed. Rams took it to them. Michael Wilson had a nice game, but that's about where the positives end for the Rams because, my goodness, the Rams just absolutely slapped them. Destroyed them. I got nothing else to mention.
Me
Rams
neither.
look good. Next Thursday will be fun. I
think everyone's waiting for that one.
Yeah,
the one thing that Seahawks fans have to say, or Seahawks media, is can Mike win a big one? He does come from the Ravens tree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care that much about that narrative. I couldn't care less, honestly. We split them last year. There's no reason why we can't this year.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Rams that much better than us?
No.
They're a damn good team, though, man.
They are. Oh yeah. Be a heavyweight fight, that's for sure. Anyways, Houston KC. Here we go, man. Houston's defense is good, man.
They took, Rashee Rice got hit at high velocity.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, he did.
Free four. And he got hit by a guy with a guardian cap on. That's pretty embarrassing.
Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no. Houston's defense has been superb. You really gotta tip your hat because they were 0-3 and they have almost single-handedly clawed themselves back into not just the playoff race but the AFC South race. In a competitive AFC South this year too. Not the normal AFC South, the competitive AFC South. Off the backs of this defense. Now, granted, Indy's kind of collapsing, and they split.
The Jags are inconsistent as hell.
Jags are inconsistent. The Titans are Titans. But I will say the Jags having a game advantage and being the only team left still to get to play Tennessee definitely
helps them for sure.
Yeah. Jags remaining scheduled. Jets. Denver. Okay. All right. Not easy. Indy with Philly Rivers. And Tennessee again. Ooh, boy. You got one loss, I think, there. Yeah, I think the Jags are going to win the South this year. Which, imagine saying that a few months ago. Yeah. For the KC side of things, I mean, they're technically not eliminated from the playoffs, but they basically have no wiggle room. Remaining schedules: Chargers, Titans, okay, Broncos, and Raiders. Okay, so they got two easy ones. So you're looking at 8-7 there. can you get to 10-7? And will 10-7 be enough? That is the question. You gotta get to 10-7 though. 9-8 is not gonna be enough. That's for sure. It would be so awesome and stunning if the Chiefs don't make the playoffs. My God, I can't even imagine AFC playoffs without Kansas City.
Me neither, man. It'd be crazy.
Please,
I kind of want it
give
to
it
happen.
to us. Please give it to us, please. Let's see. Any more thoughts on that one?
No, I mean, hats off to D'Amico Ryans and his defense, man.
Yep. Lastly, Philly, LA. My goodness. The
the Sully
Jalen
broadcast,
Hurts.
baby.
Oh, Jalen Hurts. Oh, the Sully broadcast. Oh yeah, did you see the Chiefs signed Sully, or not Chiefs? The Chargers signed Sully to a 6-year, $350 million extension.
I did.
Well deserved.
He went off.
He earned every penny of it. Earned every penny of it for sure.
Mike Wazowski couldn't tackle him.
Mike Wazowski couldn't. Yeah, Sully was insane in this one. Rest of the Chargers. On that note. They also look pretty good. Defensively, especially, man, they were getting after Hurts. They were forcing turnovers. They forced 2 turnovers on one play. It was awesome. It was great. But
this was such an ugly game, man.
Yeah, it really was. Even the Chargers were turning the football over nonstop in this one. Yeah. I don't know. This wave is so weird. It's almost hard to talk about. Just a strange game. Just a strange game. It was. Very defense heavy. A lot of field goals.
I saw like a mega hot list from like the Athletic. I don't know if it was from the Athletic or who, but it had Joe Patullo as like a head coaching candidate. I'm like, what?
Or Kevin Patullo.
Or whatever his stupid ass name is. Stop hiring Italians.
You should be a giant. Yeah, Giants. Eagles fans hate that man's guts, dude. Granted, he's not
the Easter Bunny after. The players had to know. The players had to know how that looked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It took down the Easter Bunny. I saw. It was hilarious and stupid, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it. It was kind of a funny little thing. I kind of liked it, honestly.
I don't know if the players knew the irony with the Patullo and the egg.
Yeah.
But I do love irony.
Yeah. Chargers win. Big win for them in the AFC. Keeping it alive. Keeping their AFC West hopes alive. What's the Chargers record, anyways? Hold on. Chargers are... they have 4 losses or 3 losses? Oh, 4 losses. Okay, 9-4. So they're still 2 games back at Denver. So, 2 games back. Do play them again. They still have a game against Denver. Last week of the season. Oh, Sunday Night Football. There you go. Right there. LA, Denver.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. That'll be easy call there. Unless Denver's already clinched, I guess. If Denver wins the next 3, then they clinch. So, then it won't be as interesting. Then you're looking at Chicago, Detroit, maybe? Perhaps. Pittsburgh, Baltimore? Potentially? There's a couple interesting ones here. There's a couple interesting ones that Sunday Night Football can target in a couple of weeks. Seattle, San Francisco, maybe?
I could see that.
Yeah.
Could have some big implications.
Yeah. All right, and that's it for week 15. Week 14. Any closing thoughts before we finish up with week 15?
No, I don't got anything.
All right. Well, we already talked a little bit about this game, Atlanta-Tampa. Just total choke job by Tampa. Had a 14-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Or no, after the fourth, because Bijan fumbled, and then they turned that into a touchdown. So they had a 14-point lead and very quickly choked it away. Kyle Pitts, they could not cover Kyle Pitts there to save their life. Kyle Pitts quietly owns the Buccaneers. He doesn't own anybody else, but every time the Falcons play the Buccaneers, it's a big game for Kyle Pitts, I feel like.
He went off, man. That's like the potential we all saw, but man, that was a tight touchdown. I can't believe he got that one down.
Literally by a butt cheek.
Came down. I think the elbow and the butt cheek came down at the same time. I think my dad said, "Oh, I saw the jiggle. I think he got it."
Yeah. All right. In that case, I think it's late enough that we should probably do a lightning round picks here.
I got a pretty good amount of sleep last night, but I'm still in the deficit a little bit, and I'm going out early Christmas tree shopping. So I would like to. We haven't been able to get our tree yet. Usually we get our tree nice and early, but
I gotta take my car to the shop tomorrow morning pretty early, so we'll do lightning round here.
No, man, it's like I can't believe we don't have a tree yet. But like last year, we went no ornaments on the tree because of the kitten, and I think we might have to do that again. Because I remember she got into the tree and was just hanging out in there, like not even at the lowest level, like midway up, she was just hanging out in there. So, first of all, how did you get up there? And second of all, get out there.
Oh man.
That's
I'm gonna
that's the good thing about having a dog is you don't got to worry about that kind of nonsense of getting in places that they shouldn't be.
That's right. Dog superiority. That's right. The dogs. That's why
I remember. I don't know if I ever told you this story, but Tino's a couple months old, and there's like we were doing work in my mom's in the downstairs bathroom, and there's a ladder, and like some of the ceiling tiles are off. Somehow my cat gets up the ladder onto like the drop ceiling area, goes way down into another room, and like we found that out because we could hear her meowing in another room. We couldn't find her, and then we figured out she was in the ceiling. So I had to like use her favorite toy sound and like a little spoonful of soft food to get her to come over. And like one of the few times I've ever scruffed her was in that occasion, because you know when you scruff a cat, their like instincts, they just kind of go limp, so you can, because it's their mom would carry them around. That same thing with dogs, when you scruff them back of the neck, they just kind of limp out because it's the way their parents would carry them.
Mm-hmm.
It was we made sure that ladder was not there after that. She hasn't gotten to the ceiling ever since, luckily.
It's awesome. It's a great story.
All right. Who won last week? Was it a tie?
We had a tie. I can't remember who picked first on.
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
the previous week I won. Okay.
Well,
I will pick. I'll pick second, so you can pick the.
First.
Do you want to pick first or second for the Bengals?
I'll pick first for the Bengals.
Okay, then I'll pick first for this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Bears here. They're gonna be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're playing good football.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And I think we started to kind of see some holes in Cleveland's defense. Now I am a little bit worried about that defensive line, Myles Garrett going up against a kind of rough Bears offense.
No, I disagree. I think their O-line's been playing really well.
Maybe recently. I don't know. Earlier in the year it was rough.
It was rough earlier. I will agree with that.
But I do agree. I'm gonna go Bears either way. I think they've got some really good mojo going right now. Cincinnati, Baltimore. Sometimes you just gotta throw your hands in the air. I don't know. I mean, I could just go with the reverse jinx and say the Ravens. Well, and I don't know. I can see the Ravens winning by a field goal. I can see the Bengals winning. I can see either team winning. Genuinely, this team is destined to hurt me. So I'm gonna profit off of that. Give me the Ravens 2.5. They'll win on a last-second field goal as time expires. I just know it.
I'm gonna go Ravens here as well.
Not because the Ravens are good. The Ravens are actually terrible, but the Bengals are slightly more terrible. Chiefs Chargers. Chiefs are 6-point favorites at home against the Chargers. Who you got?
I got the Chargers here, man. I don't know about that.
That line is crazy. Did I write that down right? Yeah, Chiefs -6. I did. My goodness. Yeah, no, Chargers. My Chargers should be favored to win straight up. What do you mean Chiefs -6? That's ridiculous.
This Chiefs team you guys have favored? I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Bills Patriots. What a game.
That'll
New
be
England.
fun. That'll be really fun.
Buffalo's a 1.5-point favorites in Foxborough. New England got them earlier in the year. Give me Buffalo to get a little bit of a get back here and shrink the division lead just a little bit. Oh, can you hear me? Yeah.
I heard you the whole time.
Okay. I got pop up. I wasn't sure what it was. I didn't know if it was my mic or not.
Give me the Patriots, man. I'm really starting to believe. I believe in the Patriots. Probably nasty weather, though, so maybe it could be an equalizer.
We shall see. I can see it. No hate there. Going from an absolute dandy of a game to Washington, New York. Hey, at least New York's wearing their throwbacks. That's kind of fun. If you're looking for things to get excited about. Giants are 2.5-point home favorites. I don't know. What's Daniel's playing? This is a punishment game. Is Daniel's playing? I actually don't know. Oh, yep, he's out again. Shocker. Shocker. Daniels is hurt. He's been even before he broke his arm. He's been hurt all year. Anyways, it's your call.
I'm gonna go Giants here. If it's a backup, I'm gonna see.
Yeah, they're coming off a bye. Oh man, the Commanders looked rough against Minnesota. Philly, Vegas. Philly 12.5 home favorites over the Raiders. The Raiders are horrible. The Eagles, I don't know if they're capable of scoring 12.5 points right now. So it's kind of a movable force versus stoppable object situation. However, I cannot in good faith ever pick the Raiders to cover any sort of spread.
Pete Carroll has a great record against the Eagles. Give me the Raiders. I don't trust the 12.5.
Jags Jets. Jags at home. 13.5-point home favorites over Aaron Glenn's team. Starting Tyrod Taylor. Who you got?
13.5. That's the same spread as the Seahawks and Colts. Give me the Jets. Jags are too inconsistent for me.
Yeah. Jags are inconsistent, but they just throttled the Colts at home last week. I think they can do the same to the Jets. So give me the Jags. Couple differences. Look at that. That's 3 differences. Hold on. We got to get 3 gong hits for that. All right, we'll just. All right, Arizona, Houston. Houston 9.5-point home favorites over the Cards. Part of me thinks Arizona can keep this one close. 9.5's a lot. They play tight with teams. Give me the Cards to at least cover here.
I'm going Texans. I don't trust the Cards to score against this defense.
Green Bay, Denver. Ooh, dandy of a game here. Green Bay, 2.5 points. Road favorite over the Broncos.
Broncos can't cover. Give me that.
Oh, I didn't give you a gong for the Texans one. Give you another gong for this one too, because I'm taking the Broncos. Dang, a lot of differences this week. All right, Rams 6-point favorites over the Lions. Lions come off a little bit of a mini bye. I think Rams looking ahead to the Seahawks game a little bit. I don't know if they lose, but I think the Lions can keep it close. Give me the Lions cover 6.
Lions, do something good for me, man. I'll take the Lions. Put some good karma out there.
Carolina 2.5-point favorites over the Saints in New Orleans. New Orleans did kill the Panthers earlier this year in Carolina. How do you see this one going, my friend?
I believe in the Cardinals. Although Shuck's playing pretty well.
Panthers.
Oh, I saw Carolina for a sec. Yeah, my words got crossed. I believe in the Panthers. Chuck is playing well, but I'm pretty comfortable with 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5's not bad at all. I think Panthers are playing. Panthers are starting to get some positive mojo, positive momentum going their way. Yeah. Tennessee, San Fran. San Fran 12.5-point favorites. Coming off a bye, I believe. Yeah, coming off a bye. Tennessee coming off a big win over Cleveland. Absolutely.
Big win.
Earth-shattering win over Cleveland. Niners put them back in their place a little bit. I think they cover 12.5.
Yeah, I agree.
Your boys, the Hawks. You get to pick them first. They're taking on Philly Rivers and the Indy Colts. Coming up, 13.5. Dropping 13.5. Or sorry, Colts are gaining 13.5 points on the flight up to the PNW. Who you got?
I think the whole Phillip Rivers experiment isn't going to go well. However, I think the Colts are a good enough team to cover 13.5. So I'm going to take the Colts to cover here. Will my streak of being very bearish on the Seahawks covering still continue to bite me? Probably.
I don't know, man. The Seahawks, it's just been absolutely hammering teams. Like, it's been like 2013-esque how badly they've been hammering a lot of the teams they've been playing recently.
2012 was the year we hammered teams, not 2013. There's a lot of tight games in 13.
All right, fine. 2012.
2012 was the year that we put up 50 on the Bills and the Cardinals.
Yeah. Point being, give me the Seahawks cover 13.5 at home. I think the Colts quarterback situation is going to be real ugly. Whoever they start, I take the Seahawks to cover.
Like that narrative of it could work out well with them with Rivers is not really doing anything for me.
I
I'm not,
don't see it.
and I'm not trying to be a homer in that situation. It just I find it really hard to get caught up in that.
Mm-hmm.
He's 44 years old, man. I'm gonna wince whenever I see him get hit. He should not be playing. And like you're setting back your Hall of Fame clock for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fascinating storyline. I will give people that. It's a fun story to watch.
Oh, it will be very fascinating to see how this plays out. I've not been updating the banners for a while. I'm fired, hotshot. In the there we go. Minnesota, Dallas, 5.5-point favorites over 9. They gotta win this week. 9 only at their own 163 yards, but they won quite convincingly about that. Give me Dallas to cover though. 5.5's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm more than comfortable with that. I'm interested to see how they deal with the. I think I'm really excited to see the Cowboys offense versus the Vikings defense. I think that's a really fun matchup.
And then lastly, Monday Night Football, Miami, Pittsburgh. 3-point home favorites against the Dolphins in chilly weather. But you know the Dolphins hate.
Getting chilly.
Who you got in this one?
I got the Steelers, man. It's getting a little chilly in here.
Yeah, I unfortunately agree. But you know what? Maybe the Bengals being eliminated from the playoffs will be a good thing in the long run. That is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. Covered all the games. After this week, there's only 3 more weeks of the regular season. 3 more weeks in the Zach Taylor era, potentially. Duke Tobin era, potentially. I guess we'll see. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinen, before I head off to Ann Arbor?
If one of us gets the Michigan job, all of us get the Michigan job. If one of us look alike, all of us look alike. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Drive safe, folks. Go Blue.